Today we're going to change the exhaust tone on our 2019 Ford Ranger. Today we have Jesse from MBRP to talk about our Black Series exhaust. Jesse, what can you tell me about this?
So this is our Black Series, as you mentioned here. We start with one of our aluminized kits, so it's aluminized steel that we actually take media blast and coat. Usually the tailpipe section like you see right here, so everything from the muffler back. The tip is the only thing that's not aluminized in this particular process. That's still stainless. We just coat it as well. So.
Nice. So what's up with that funky bracket over there?
So this is our new patent pending quick clamp. So we actually developed this to aid in the installation of a lot of our more popular systems. Obviously we're working with the Ranger here today, but this particular guy actually snaps on one of these band clamps here and allows us quite a bit of fine tuning when it comes to installing these kits.
So you can get it nicely adjusted and make it look nice.
So what a lot of people don't understand about, at least when it comes to stainless steel, is there's actually multiple grades of stainless steel. This is our best one here. This is our 304 series, which we call Pro Series exhaust. We actually offer a 409 as well if you live in a more mild climate. But this is really the best of the best when it comes to materials. So this is going to stay looking just like this for years to come. So that's why we offer kind of both for people who live in northern climates and those who live in places.
I know we see salt up here all the time.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Nice. So let's get installed on our 2019 Ford Ranger. Now the Black Series and the 304 Stainless Series both install the same way. We're just going to show you with one kit, the 304 Stainless. We're going to start in the rear of the vehicle by removing this heat shield. Just grab a 10mm socket. Get the one off, then hold the plate so it doesn't fall down. It's hard to show you where this is, but we're going to move the rear hanger. It's a 13mm bolt. Before we remove the muffler off the hangers, we're going to loosen this clamp and slide it off the pipe. And then we can remove the muffler off the hangers. To loosen the clamp is a 15mm socket. And just wiggle it around and it'll slide right off. Remove the rear hanger, then the front one. Before you take it off the front hanger, hold on to the muffler because it will fall. Now grab the exhaust and slide it out towards the front of the truck. If you're having a hard time getting the exhaust off, spray a little penetrating lube to help it come off. Boop. All right, Jesse, so removing the exhaust wasn't too bad. So what's the next process?
We're basically just kind of going in the reverse. We're going to start right where you just stopped with the factory exhaust, and we're going to start with our extension pipe. We're going to go right to this factory connection right here and utilize this mount that came on the truck factory.
Perfect.
And now we're actually reinstall this hanger that came factory with the factory hardware. And there is a little hole that kind of guides the hanger to let you know it's in the right spot, and a threaded bolt hole right in the frame.
You can go ahead and tighten down the front clamp.
All right, so the next step actually is we have this extension pipe here. Now, if you were using this on a shorter truck, like a super cab truck, we actually have a different setup for that. The muffler goes in and then you do your over axle pipe. But because this is a crew cab truck, we're going to be using this extension pipe that gets us to the muffler. All right, the quick clamp we talked about during the overview of the installation, it's actually going to be used in this factory hanger right here. And this is what we're talking about. It allows us to sort of fine tune the exhaust up, down, left, right. This particular case, there's not a ton of adjustment we'll need, but we want to keep the muffler as high and close and tight to the frame as we possibly can. And this particular setup allows us to do that.
All right, before we throw this muffler on, so is it directional each way?
It really depends on the application. We use several different types of mufflers. For this particular truck, no. This is a perf core muffler. You can install it either way. I like to have the logo kind of facing the direction, you know what I mean, so you can see it from the outside of the vehicle, but it really doesn't matter. You can tell by looking inside the muffler whether it's a bunch of little holes or if it's a spiral that sort of looks like a cheese grater going on the inside. This one is a perf core, so it's just a bunch of holes. That's how you can tell the difference.
Perfect, okay. All right, onto the over axle piece, install your clamp onto the pipe, then slide over the axle. Remember to reinstall it into the factory hanger.
Go ahead and install that last piece of tailpipe reusing the factory hanger. And the last part is you're going to actually just slide this tip on the tailpipe. And you can put this up or as out as far as you'd like it. This is more of a personal preference. I kind of like it flush with the body line. And like it that.
Reinstall your heat shield. Once you got everything bolted into place, go back through the exhaust and tighten everything down, then your installation is complete. All right, let's see how this Ranger sounds.
All right, so I know you guys haven't messed with the Ranger much. This is like the first one you actually had in to modify. Yeah, so what'd you think?
I loved it. I mean, everything went together easily. I love the bracket you guys designed. It makes it easy to adjust the exhaust so it doesn't rattle, it doesn't move around. But then when I started driving it, I loved how it was nice and smooth. It had a nice tone to it, and there was no drone when we were driving around. And then when you step on it, it's got a nice little rumble to it.
Yeah, excellent.
Well, Jesse, thank you very much for coming out.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah. For this exhaust and many other great parts, go to cjponyparts.com.